How to lip sync cartoons with FlipaClip. I'm doing this on an iPad, but it's pretty much the same on an iPhone. The first thing, I'm going to open up the FlipaClip app, hit the red plus to start a new cartoon. I'm going to call this one Talk. Done. And I'm going to make this the highest resolution. Every cartoon should be the highest resolution. And I'm going to leave it at 12 frames per second. Cartoons are traditionally made by recording the dialogue first, so you can draw it in sync. To add talking, hit the musical notes button in the corner, go up and hit the plus sign, and then hit audio recorder. So I have to hold the red button down as I speak, and then if I let go, it'll stop recording. Do vegetarians eat animal crackers? Add to timeline. So you can just touch it here and slide it up into the track in the position you want. If you see in the beginning here, I have this little bit of noise. I want to get rid of that. So I just tap it again, hit the little knife button, tap this again, hit it again, and hit the trash can, and it goes away.
Vegetarians eat animal crackers? Sir, do vegetarians eat animal crackers? Sir,
click up here to drop that window. Do vegetarians eat animal crackers? Now that I have the sound recorded, I want to draw the person that I want to have do the talking. I want to do this on the bottom layer, which I'm at. Here's his shoulders, and then the neck, and I'm going to be drawing the back half of the head with his nose and eyes, and he's also going to be wearing a hat, top hat. And I'm leaving the mouth empty for the moment. I need to finish filling in the black on the hat with the paint bucket tool, make it black, and then just touch the areas I want to fill black. Then I got this little bitty area here that I got to touch up. Ink that in with a pen, then erase, get a little smaller, erase that little line there. And there I got a perfect head. Now he still needs his mouth. That's going to go on layer 2 above the head. So I'm just going to draw the jaw and the mouth in this space here. Just like that. I'm down here on frame 1, and as you see, my talking here, it doesn't really begin until frame 11. Instead of hand drawing each frame, I'm going to just copy and paste, make it a little easier right now. All right, now the voice is about to start on frame 11. You can hear him say do, so I want to make the do sound. I'm going to do it on this layer, and I'm going to make the eraser just a little bit bigger and erase the mouth that's here, a little bit bigger still. Okay, I'm going to erase the jaw and his lips. And start by making the do sound. But first, I want to turn the onion skin on because that makes it easier because you can see your previous frames. You can set it from 0 to 5 frames, but I'm going to keep it at 1 right now. Now I have to draw the beginning of his mouth, starting to make the do sound. I have to go to frame 12. There's nothing there. So I need to duplicate what's on this layer, the bottom layer, just the head without the mouth, and do the same thing, but over here I'm going to copy and paste. 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 Now see this tiny little blue triangle there? in the middle of the sound. That shows me exactly where I am on the sound line. Okay, there's the beginning of the do. So go back to the mouth layer, and you will be beginning to start the second part of the do sound, which is going to exaggerate the lips just a little bit more. And it's not just the mouth, it's also the entire jaw goes up and down too. All right, I want to make this as my final do position. That'll be it. Do, do, and I want to duplicate that to make it the same on the next frame. I'll copy and paste it again so I don't have to draw it twice. Right now he's starting to say the word vegetarian, so I want to erase this to change it to the V sound. Now starting with the V sound, I have to figure that out. So the V, your teeth are on top of your lower lip. V. After the V sound in vegetarian is V, you have to make an sound. So on the next frame after V, got to draw an How many times in life do you draw an Now I'm going to start the J sound. Not sure what a J looks like, but if in doubt, just make the mouth move. That's the important part. Veg, 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 oops, okay. Vegetarian, Now I got to start the T. I'm going to draw a T sound, which I think starts to look like that. All right, that's my T, and after T is vegetarian, that's a good I'll add another frame of to this. So what now? Terrian and I'm showing this rather quickly, this whole demonstration. You should spend a little more time if you want it a little more accurate, because, obviously the more time you spend, the better it's going to look overall. Terry, N. Vegetarians, it's an S, ends in an S sound. So you make teeth to make an S sound. Eat. You usually show the teeth with E too. E sound. Now I'm going to make another T sound. Eat, T. So I'll do it again. Eat, animal, I'm going to be starting with the A for animal. Animal. I'm going to make the mouth still a little bit bigger, just to exaggerate the a little bit. This is pretty much how pre-computer cell animation's been done. And 32 is when he starts to close his mouth again. Okay, he's at the M. I have to draw that M sound with the mouth closed. So that's real easy. Animal. Animal. Just add a little more whatever sound to that, to animal. Now he's getting to the word cracker, so there's going to be a k sound. That sound you heard in the background is a parrot in the next room. Okay, and this is going to be how I make my k sound, k. Just so it's different, just so your mouth changes with each syllable is really what counts. Cracker, I gotta bring the mouth back together for the R sound, cracker. I'm going to add a little more on the next frame still. Cracker. And now he's going to start opening the mouth a little bit at a time. Okay, crackers is plural, so I'm going to start with the S shape, or actually like a Z. Crackers. Nobody says crackers. So that's your teeth clenched pose. Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm going to go back to the beginning and hit play.
Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
All right, that's satisfactory, but it's a little dry. So I want to add an eye blink here, right around the word eat. I want to put it on this layer with the head. To do that, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to put his eyelids, just draw lines like this for his eyelids. On that frame, go to the next frame. I'm just doing it for 2 or 3 or 4 frames here. But then I want to use the eraser and erase the top parts that I don't want visible. The top part of the pupils. Just erase it like that. That's simple. You don't have to do it this way. This is how I'm doing it.
Vegetarians eat animal crackers? Vegetarians eat animal crackers?
To make him a little more animated, I'm going to add a head bob. I'm going to have him tilt his head back a little bit. And to do that, since I'm on 2 different layers, I want to merge these 2 layers into one. So you just grab the one layer, pull it down on top of the other like that until it says merge. And then they become one. Once you do it, though, that you can't undo it. So they're now merged. I have 1 layer instead of the 2. On the word animal, that's where I'm going to put his head bob. Using the lasso tool, I'm going to circle the head and go right through his neck like that. Now this little dot up here pivots the whole thing. But I don't want it pivoting in the center where that little round circle is. I want to move that circle down to the back of the neck. That way it'll pivot on as if he tilts his head back. So I'll put the dot there. Now when I move this, the head will tilt just back a little bit from that pivot point. And you can see from the onion skin where the head was. Now the next frame I'm going to do the same thing again. Move the dot. Tilt. Go to the next frame. Do it again. The more you do, the smoother and longer it is. The shorter you do, the quicker it goes. You have to decide that as an animator. I'm going to start bringing the head back down now, back to the original position. If you watch lots of cartoons, they do use head bobs and eye blinks many times. The Flintstones is famous for doing that. Keep your eye open for those type of things. Because I lassoed that neck, you can see little gaps there as he moves his head. I need to fill those in. Just take the pen and fill it in. If it's a little too rough on the edges, just go back in with the eraser and touch it up. And another thing. I'm not drawing any here, but hand gestures can be used effectively too. All right, let's see this masterpiece. Go back to the beginning, hit play.
Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
If you have any comments, leave them. And like and subscribe.